Hello, hello, good evening, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. I'm just checking that everything is working as usual, and I don't see it working. Ah, that's bad. Let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. Found myself. I can see your comments now. Say hi if you're on. Let's start again. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. I'm Candy Roder coming to you from New York City live on Sunday evenings with some crafting tutorials. Today, we're going to be talking and making alternatives with the beautiful, good evening, Deborah, with the beautiful Autumn Abundance. All fall oriented, and happy fall to all you all, because today's the first day of fall. I'm very excited because I was done with the summer, so even though it doesn't feel fall yet, but soon enough, I think. Anyway, so these are the projects that came in the box, and let's see them live here. So this cute whimsical 4x4 car, very cute. You can write here, it has a little bit of, I didn't stamp this far enough. It should have been like this, but well, when I put it together, it didn't work as I really wanted, but it's cute anyway. And then we have this other card, the thank you card, with thanks, and it has the gold foil here. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Ginger. I'm sorry I missed the team meeting. I just, getting the alerts on Facebook on the same day was not the best for me. But anyway, hopefully next time. Okay, going back to where we were. This is the third card that comes in the set. Nice, simple. It's a thinking of you card. And I think that's it. There's only three. Yes. Okay. So I came up with 5 alternatives. The first one is this little shadow box with a little deer. And for this one, I'm using, what is it called? Splendid Autumn. The paper, you can see I've used a lot of it. I used it last week as well. And I really like how this came out. Okay, so that's the first card. Then we have this card. I used the beautiful leaf fall embossing 3D embossing folder that has all these falling leaves. And I just embossed the card base that came in the set, as we have right here. I cut them in two because this is how they are. And I'm like, honestly, you can, just use half of it because you can put it in cardstock and then you get double your effect, right? Simple card. Was thinking that maybe I could add some leaves like that, but I don't know. We'll see. And then I have my third card that is this bookbinding fan fold. And it uses the back of these 3x3. Let me show either 4x4. Let me show it to you again. This one, the back is also decorated. So again, I used the half front for my shadow box and the back for this other card. Okay. And then last but not least, well, not last actually, I have another 2 more. I have this one that I just hit embossed. I thought that this whole paper pumpkin goes very well with autumn expressions because they're all autumn theme. So I use some of the elements and one of the base cards, cut it in half. Well, you'll see because we're going to do it live. And this I just did just before I started because I liked how this embossing came out and I tried it with the full colors, and these are all the colors that are in the set. It's Crash Curry, Cajun Craze, Wild Wheat, and Pumpkin Pie. And then I added a couple of the greens as well to make these leaves pop up a little bit more. Okay. You missed that embossing folder? It's still available, Deborah. You can still get it. It's so nice. I love it. I don't know if it's in the annual catalog or now it's in the, I think it is in the annual catalog, but I cannot guarantee that. But if not, it's on the online exclusive. All right, so let's start with the shadow box, okay? So let me get the elements for the shadow box. This it? No, this is the other one. Okay, here it is. Oh yeah, there's so many things. I've already, by the way, got this little deer. You can put other animals there. You can put, I don't know, like maybe one of the owls from the Winter Owls, or there's a fox in the Grove one, and the Grove set. This is from Grassy Grove, which is discontinued, but I love this set so much. But it matches one that we have now that is still available in the annual catalog. And I can't remember what it's called. It's something Grove as well. So anyway, and it does come with an animal. So you can put that other animal in, or you can put another deer, or you can put, like, I'm sure you can find some things to put in if you don't have this deer. All right. So, and then the paper, as I said, I selected one that was small enough that it would be like the right proportion for this deer to be walking around here. So I thought this would be a good one, pick. Because we have like daisy ones and then the deer wouldn't match, but you can use whichever background you wanted. Okay. So let's start. This is the first card I made, so I hope I remember how I made it. And one thing that bugs me about, and I've seen a couple of other demonstrators also saying that about this paper pumpkin, the only thing that bugs me, because I love it, is that some of these elements come in with the white outline, and most of the papers are vanilla. And I kind of don't like it. But I mean, I don't mind it here so much, but in some other projects, I mind it, and I'll show you what I did for one of them. And then I thought that this was vanilla until I put it next to the vanilla, and then I saw that it was not vanilla. So let's see. See, this is vanilla, and this is kind of like white with some yellowish thingy. So here it would go better than here. But anyway, it's just me being very, very, very picky. But there's ways around it. And what I'm going to do with this is sponge it a little bit so it will disguise the outlines. I didn't do it in my original one, but I'm going to do it in this one. All right. So here we have 4 by 5.25, I think it was. Let me verify that. 5.5. Okay, 5.5. All right. And we're going to give this little crease here that will give you like the small shadow box. We're just gonna score each side at 1.25. So first 1/4, and then 1/2. And our trimmer is very handy because every one of these lines is 1/4. So you can just trust that. And then we're going to turn it around, and we're going to do again the same thing. The 1/4. Is this in place? Yes. And 1/2. All right. So that's our back of the card. And because the front is going to be this one. And did I do it wrong? Okay. Maybe I have to do one more line. Yes, I do have to do one more line. So it's, let's do the 3/4 line as well. Silly, silly me. I'm like, there's something not adding up here. That's what happens. I mean, I made this card like at the beginning of the week when my paper pumpkin arrived. I think Tuesday. And then I forget. I should write it down. I just trust my memory too much. It's like, yeah, no, I'll remember. But then I don't. Oh, well. All right. So, yeah. Yeah, this is how it goes. There we go. We have the M, as I say, like this. All right. So I'm just going to crease it. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. In, out, and in. And on top of here is where we're going to put our card. Just so, here and here. But first we have to work on the inside, because once you put it, it's going to be harder to place anything on the inside. All right. So now we need, I think it's 4x4. I thought that actually I could use a smaller piece, but that I had an extra of. Let's see, where is the paper? Because I want to show you. Because you only have this window. So you could have a paper much smaller. But then if you see from the side, you may be able to see the sides. So I was thinking this one, because I have, this part cut. But see, I don't see it here. But if I put this high, it may, you may be seeing the size. I just don't want to risk it. So I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger than that. So than this. I'll use this for something else. I'm sure I'll find a use for it. So I think I did 3 3/4. Yes, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So we're going to trim this. And I want kind of like this part that has a little bit of everything. So that's where I'm going to cut it. Okay? I'm going to bring my primer again. That's the thing with this paper. If you don't use the whole thing, you have to select what you want to be using. Oh, wait. So I'm going to save this for bookmark, attack, or something. And I'm going to do the 3 3/4 here. Still saving that little piece too. And here from the grass, I do like the grass, so I'm just going to do the 3 3/4 here. Oops. The cutting blade. All right. So we're just going to place this. Hi, Joanne. I'm glad you remembered and that you could join live. One more person and we'll do a raffle if we have one more watcher. So I didn't see. Did I miss anybody? Ginger, Deborah, Joanne, Teresa, and some secret watcher that is not identifying him or herself. For the moment, don't be shy. All right, so it doesn't really matter if it's not very straight or whatever, but I like to be as precise as possible. So we're gonna before putting this, we're gonna see where we're gonna place this little fellow, because you want to be seen. So if you put it too far down, you'll only see like his head. So you just want him a little bit farther up. So something like that. So we're gonna get dimensionals. And just two will do it. I mean, and nobody's gonna touch his head or anything. If I was putting this on a car front, I would put a little dimensional here or something on the legs so they don't get bent. But this is gonna be protected by your window, so it doesn't matter. So just two will do. He just have to be center so we can see him through the little window, like so. All right. And maybe before gluing that, we can actually decorate it a little bit. So I think it'd be better. Maybe I can glue it directly. Let's glue it. You can choose which side you want to do. But anyway. Just gonna put the glue here on the top part rather than here because you don't know exactly where it's gonna end. And on the top part over there. All right. Let's see. And you know, I love the liquid glue because of the wiggle room that you get, like the wiggle room to move it to where you want it. But in this case, I wish it would stay quicker. You have to give it a second. But I don't want to use another adhesive because I really want to be, you know, I want to move it around if it doesn't go. So I think this is pretty good. Yeah. See, like now, when I moved it, it moved in. There. All right. I'm happy with it. I like these little red flowers. Very cute. Oh, Susan. Hi, Susan. In Florida. She's watching again. Welcome. Susan's watching YouTube. I apologize if I miss the YouTube comments, but I'm trying to look at them. They're so tiny in my phone that I cannot really read very well even with my glasses. But anyway, I do try. Thank you, Susan, for joining. All right. So now it's just a matter of decorating the out part. And where is my... Okay, I guess I didn't do the little... I hit emboss this, so I'm not going to hit emboss it because I don't have it handy here, but I will do a regular one. So I used, for these sleeves, the set comes with these copper ones, but you also have these if you get the add-on dies. And I always get them because they're very handy and they go with 3 paper pumpkins in a row. So this is the last one for, so to speak, the summer paper pumpkins. Now we get the fall paper pumpkin ones, which I've already have, and it's very cute. Anyway, so I'm going to use this element, but I told you I don't like the outline, so I'm just going to grab a sponged over and with a little bit of Gation Craze, which I think is the same. Not too much. Maybe with what I have on my dauber is enough. Just going to put a little bit of extra. For another project that you'll see that, I actually fussy cut the white out. Maybe a little bit more. There's gonna be a lot of sponging today. Not the most fun to watch, but I'll try to go fast. Okay, so we have 6 people, so that means that we will have a raffle, and today I'm ready for it. All right, that's one more leaf, and then we can leave it. I know, it's me. You still see the outline, but at least it's not white, striking white, and I think it looks a little nicer. You think? What do you think? I like it. I like it with the sponging. That's what I meant. It's a little bit of white here. There. I see thumbs up, so that's good. All right, so glue that for this one. We're gonna put it in the corner. Put one right there, and then one under this, and one under this other leaf here. All right. Place it like that. And the reason I wanted to do this card in the same size that it comes is that I love the little envelope that it comes, the little envelope. Let me show you. It's so cute. I don't know. I think it's very cute, isn't it? So I wanted to make one that would fit here. Warning, it's a little tight to put it because ours is gonna be thicker. So you have to be tucking a little bit harder to tuck it, but it still fits. The thing is that in this one, I left the leaves out and I shouldn't have done that. So in this one, I'm going to put my leaves a little bit more vertical. Anyways, as I said, I cut leaves from, oh, where's my, oh, I think I lost. I used in the last minute, I used this leaf that I had ready for this color, the Cajun Craze one. I use it for my other card. So I'm going to use another color. I'm sorry about that. But it still will look nice, I think, these two. Like that. And I'm going to try to put them so that they don't overhang the picture, the card. Hi, Julia. I'm glad that you can catch a little bit of a break. All right, so I'm just gonna put this here, vertical, and this one like right there. And I thought I had my label ready, but I don't, so I'm gonna get a piece of Cajun Craze. There, I mean, I think this little bit, it will be okay. And then we're gonna put, or you could use this one that comes in the set, but kind of like this one. I don't know why. It's a little thicker. Where's my Cajun Craze? All right, here. I had these pieces, and probably I saw the piece and I thought, oh, scrap. And it wasn't a scrap, it was like the piece that I was saving for the life. Anyways, yes, so that will give us time to. And I'm gonna stamp it because I did heat emboss it with copper, metallic copper, but it doesn't show that much. So I'm gonna try to do it with early espresso. I have a pile of ink pads here. Every time I get a color, I have to leave all the other ones. And I'm always afraid that I'm going to throw them all on the floor, which is not the first time that has happened. And this doesn't have that much juice. All right. I keep meaning to wrap this with newer paper. And I have one right here, but I haven't done it yet. So it's the old dirty paper still. Well, used. Okay. Let me be on camera. Sending autumn wishes your way. This is one of the stamps that come in the set, and I hope it's I'm doing it straight. I can see very well from here. Oh, yeah. And you can see it better too. So, good idea, Candy, to do early espresso, which happens to be another of the colors of the set, I think. Isn't it? I think I read it. Let me check. You have all the colors here. Early espresso, yes, yes. There's a bunch of them in this one. All right, so we're gonna trim this a little bit. It's not as thick. Oh, I see. I didn't leave room here for the flag. Oh, Candy. Doesn't matter. We'll do another kind of thing. We'll do the flag only on one side. That's fine. So we'll cut it like that. Yes. This paper, yes, we love to have a refill, right? Because all these elements are cute. Let's see. I'll just do flat on one side and flat on the other. I'm not on camera, right? Okay. Well, you see me do this before, I'm sure. It's not a secret. It looks nice too. We're gonna put it down here with dimensionals. Just two. You could put more leaves if you wanted, but I think that's enough. Also, be careful with when you put your dimensional that it doesn't show, like you don't feel it in the back of your circle, because otherwise when you fold these down, it may get stuck. So anyway, now we decorate it with the beautiful, I love these, Druzy adhesive backed embellishments. I love them because very shiny. And this is like gold and silver, but this looks to me a little like champagne-y. So I think it goes well with the copper. So that will go. Well, not that there's any copper here, so it doesn't matter. I could have put a copper leaf if I wanted to, but I'm doing a small one, a big one here, and a little one in the corner. And voila, that's the first alternative. I'm gonna go fast because we have a lot to do. Okay, so the refills are available already. Wow, that's good to know. I'm really, really excited about the next one. I already got my bird paper right here. For those of you who don't know, the next paper pumpkin is a Christmas one, and it coordinates with this lovely nest of winter paper that has all these little cute birdies. Isn't it cute? I love it. I didn't get it right from the bat, but when I saw that this coordinated with this, it's like, okay, now I have to get it. All right, so moving on. Card number 2 is gonna be, which one is gonna be? This one. This one. My God, I have 5 cards, and it's already been a half hour, so bear with me. I'll try to go fast. Oops. Okay, this one. This one is easy. So all I did is use the leaf embossing folder, the leaf fold embossing folder on half of the card as I showed you. I trimmed it. See how it's kind of white? It depends on where you get it. It's kind of white. Anyway, let me just get the materials and get to it. Right now, this is not it. This is it. All right, let's go fast. See, and how I decided that this was white, more white than vanilla, is because I was putting this stack, and I'm like, oh, but I put the vanilla one, and it looked wrong. So I'm using the white one, basic white. Any of these colors will work for your card base. I chose wild wheat because I wanted to use this ribbon that I hadn't used, and it's very cute. So I got a piece of copper, metallic copper paper, and we're gonna take the middle of it because we're not gonna see it anyway. So we're gonna save that. All right. Oh, by the way, in this card, I forgot. I should have put the little leaf here because that's what I wanted to do. And now I don't see it. Oh, well, it's here. But I don't know if I'll be able to do it now that I've already put it, unless I put something in here, which I could. But I'll do that later. I'm not going to keep you for that. All right. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, but we are going to take a rectangle of the middle, like, and I'm going to leave only 1/2 inch, more or less, just to make it A, lighter, and B, use the metallic rectangle for something else that we're gonna get from it. All right. Doesn't matter if you cross it a little bit over because you're not gonna see it anyway. All right. So this is a good piece of metallic copper paper that I can use for something else or to cut, die cut, like more leaves, which I did already, and other things. All right. So very easy. We put this here, we put the other part, like I've already embossed this. I just have to trim it. I should have trimmed it. And we're gonna trim it at 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so we're gonna just get you can decide if you wanna cut from here, you're gonna cut from there. And here there's more copper, so I'm gonna cut from here. So this is gonna be 3 3/4. By 5. There. So you'll see this is the back of the other card that I made. It was like this, and I cut them in half. So this was the front, and this was the back. So you'll see the leaves go like this. See? So because I embossed it where the leaves were, this goes the other way. So, but it doesn't matter. It looks cute anyway. Either way, it looks cute. All right. So let's glue these together. Yoo-hoo! The refills are available already. It has a lot of nice elements. I do like the little snail. And I like that they gave us the stamp to make the little snail. It's actually smaller than the one that comes in already pre-cut. Because this is metallic paper, I like to use the liquid glue, as you know, but because this is metallic paper and sometimes the liquid glue slits a little bit, I'm gonna use the Stampin' Seal Plus for this, if it lets me. There we go. And you have to be careful because it's very strong. And when there's an embossed background, sometimes it wants to pull it. But so far, so good. Okay, after this card, oh, somebody left. But it's still, I'm going to still do the raffle today because we had 6 people. So after this card, we'll do the raffle. I'll raffle a pack. Actually, I'm going to raffle something special. I'll show you later. Oh, I always do that. I forgot to put the ribbon first before I doing that. Oh, well. I'll tuck it in. Hopefully. Or not. I will do something else with the ribbon. All right. So let's just using a happy birthday because I always need happy birthday cards. I mean, and I'm using this is from what's it called? Unbounded Love dice. And Unbounded Love sentiments. So I'm just gonna put my happy birthday. I couldn't find my big impact of Cajun Gray, so I'm using this one. Not the best. I like ink spots are okay, but I like the full size better. There we go. And these dies I love, the Unbounded Love. They have so many little frames. And you can layer them. Like I'm doing right now. Have to be very careful that it doesn't move because with the metallic paper, it will kind of, get it too tacky. Anyway, so I'm going to put the message on the other side. Maybe I can just lift here to put the ribbon. Don't tell anybody. Hopefully I won't destroy it. Yeah, that should be enough. And the ribbon is this beautiful ribbon, rustic striped ribbon, and it's in wild wheat. That's what I wanted to use the wild wheat paper because I wanted to use that. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut about that much. I'm gonna put it down here, tuck it in. And I saved it. Yay! And it didn't damage the card that much. That's good. All right. So then I went and made a little bowl with the same paper. And I'm going to put this here. So I'm going to do the bow on the other side. It's going to be a little different. Why is this straight? There you go. I mean, I still may have to trim it, but it's a nice ribbon. It makes nice bows. Let's see, hopefully it won't be too crooked. Hopefully I had enough ribbon. Let's see, it's gonna be a tiny ribbon, I think, a tiny bow. Okay, I just curl the whole thing. Speaking of, this, I need to make this side smaller. Okay, it's not my best bow, but for demonstrating purposes, it's good enough. And I'm gonna put this here. This one is so much cuter, isn't it? Oh, well. It's fine. All right. Dimensionals for this. Ta-da-ta-da. Alrighty. Now this is sticking up. I may have to put a little bit extra glue there. And what I was thinking is that I have some of these blue things here that I'm not using the blue leaves color on the other thing, but I don't know if I like them going down when the whole thing goes up. You know what I mean? So I decided not to put them, even though kind of like looks nice there. What do you guys think? Well, I'll give it a minute. And then for the inside, I did this little border, which we can do now really quickly. And look, that was a fast car. Yay. All right, so let's get, I'm missing one of the other stamps, which is this one. Need a little block. Well, I have this block only available, so that's what we're gonna use. So they came two leaves and this little branchy thingy. So I'm gonna do the branchy thingy first. I didn't do that in my original, but you learn as you go, right? Thank you, Deborah. In my original, I did this one first. This one, the oak leaf first. Let's see. I'm just gonna do some branchy elements here. In pumpkin pie, you can do whatever colors you want. And then I'm gonna get wild wheat. Did I use wild wheat here? I think so, right? Or in the other one? Yes. Wild wheat for this one. Kind of covers it a little bit. And sorry, keep kicking the camera. It's a little low today because I wanted you to see things a little closer. And the other one we're gonna do directly with the Cajun Craze that came in the set. I think sometimes these, because they have like kind of like a texture thingy, they don't ink the best. It's just my impression. But if you press down, it should work. I'll do another one there, and that's it. Like that. I think I like my original one better. Maybe it was a better idea to put the big leaves first and then the other one. It doesn't matter. Still looks nice, right? And that's what you're going to find inside when you open your card. So all you have to do is attach it. It was 4 by 5.25 if I did my measurements properly. And that's it. And you'll be done with your card. I'm sorry. Keep. I have to be careful. I wish this streaming thing would let me zoom in so I could put my camera higher and zoom in, but no, it doesn't. So, oh well. There we go. This is car number 2. Certainly this bow was cuter, but whatever. And have you decided on the leaves? Should I put them or not? Let me know. I'll leave them unglued for now and move to card number 3, which is gonna be the bookbind one, this one. I really like this card. I don't know why, but I do really like it. So I'm using Cajun Craze. Oh, and I did see, put them? Okay, I'm gonna put them because if Teresa says that I have to put them, I have to put them. Meanwhile, let's do the raffle. So this is my raffle for today. My raffle question is, how many days are left until Thanksgiving? Start saying numbers. The winner will get, it does look cute. That's a little something. And I didn't put any embellishments on this one. I don't know why, but I could. I have these ones that have the wild wheat one. Is this wild wheat or is this wild wheat? I think this is wild wheat. Let's use that. 67. Yes, Deborah, 67. Exactly. Yay, Deborah. So the winner, Deborah, gets a spool of the, how is it called? Satin and sheer ribbon. This is from the mini catalog. So you're getting this. I'll send it to you this week. If I cannot do it tomorrow, it may have to be next week because I'm gonna be on Cape Cod for a few days. So I'm hoping to be back on time for my live. I might have to postpone my live to later, but we'll see. Let's do these ones. Let's do a big one. All right. So here's a card number 2, and then we're moving on to card number 3, the bookbinding one. These are kind of cool dots, right? I like the colors. They're called full glass dots. I'm glad. Do you have the ribbon, Deborah? If you have the ribbon, if not, I can send you a pack of embellishments if you already have the ribbon. Yeah, so my friend had rented a big house for to go with her mother and her mom's boyfriend, and it was like actually her brother rented it for them, and it was so big. And she said, like, I have extra room if you want to come. I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna go for a few days. So I messed up a little bit the folding, so I'm just measuring up that it's 1 1/4. Is it? And this is then 4 1/4. Yes. So this is 4 1/2. No, 4 1/2 by 5. And yes, 4 1/2 by 5 1/2, but cut long side. Okay. And then now we're gonna score here 4 what did I say? 4 1/4, right? 4 1/4. So we're gonna get our trimmer. Yeah, the bad thing is that I have so much work that I may have to work And I really didn't want to take my computer. Well, I was going to take my computer, but not to work. Just for, posting things, watching videos, and that kind of thing. Watching people's lives. Okay, so this is how it goes. And it will open like that. And here we put, it looks a little crooked. Did I do crooked? Oh, well, full leaf. All right. So then inside, well, we're going to glue this. This part gets glued. But not before. No, it gets glued. It's fine. This time I don't have to put the ribbon. The ribbon goes on the outer part. Yeah, I haven't been in Cape Cod in ages. But I do love the beach, but I do love actually getting in the water, but I think it's going to be a little bit too cold for that, the weather. Anyway, so we'll do the inside first. So to get it over with. A leaf. Where's my other leaf? I think I want the oak leaf again. There we go. I should have done with the mat, the foam mat, but it still works. It's not crooked because it kind of optical illusion, I guess. Because it's very center. You see? So good. I did good. All right. So then the other part is like we're gonna put that piece that I told you is the back of the car with the circle. And we're gonna put it right here. I love the paper. It's so pretty, isn't it? That's why it's a shame that it's the back of a car that nobody looks at. Some people may look at it. All right. And then what I did is that I embossed with the same embossing folder, the falling leaves, a strip of wild wheat. And I just did wild wheat because I wanted to use the ribbon again. But I can use another ribbon for this one. And I may do that. Before we glue it, now I'm remembering I cannot glue it until I put the ribbon on. Let's see how this will look like. Because this is a nice ribbon too. And it's very autumnal as well. It's pecan pie and vanilla. So it goes very well. I kind of like it. I'm going to try it for a different effect. All right. To have a different effect. So I'm just going to do a little bit of. This is nice, Deborah. You're totally right. I mean, just for walks on the beach is good enough. I'm going to get my feet wet though. That's for sure. Because I haven't been to the beach this year pretty much. I think I went briefly twice when I was in Spain in June, and that's about it. And every time I try to go to a pool or something, it's been raining this year, so I've been very unlucky with that. So I feel that the weather owes me. I'm owed some water time. All right. I always cut my ribbons on the slant because even though it's not going to be seen, for the next one, I may want, which is going to be the bow, I may want to use it. So just, try to maximize the use of it. And then this will go here, which we can put it right now. And then we'll put the bow on top of it. I put a little bit of extra because it has the nooks and crannies of the embossing. So I just want to make sure that it gets adhered properly. There. Oopsie. Oopsie. All right. I think the ribbon is straight, more or less. Centered, I mean, looks like it. Could be a little bit towards here. But perfect. All right, and now we're gonna make a nice bow. Let's see. I never do the ear and the whole thing. But I'm gonna try, see if it's better than my system for bows. That's pretty good. But I need it small. So just play with it till it gets tight and how you like it. And then we can decide which side. I think this side. All right. So then I'm gonna, these are not my ribbon scissors, but still. And this is what happens when you don't use the ribbon scissors. See? It failed a little bit. It's okay. All right, and we're gonna put a glue dot, and this will be attached here. I think I can cut them with my ribbon scissors. A little bit more the tails. There we go. Now I'm happy. Oh, cool. Metal detectors. Well, my father years ago, he lost his ring in the water. It's a big seal with his initials that he got from his godfather. And he lost it. Well, I don't know why he took it to the beach, but anyway, you should know better now. But he lost it, and then we mentioned it to the guy who has the beach shack there, and he said like, "Oh, there's somebody who comes with a metal detector. I'll ask them." Well, they found it, but 2 beaches down, like 2 towns down. I don't know. It was just like a miracle. It was not. I don't know if it was 2 towns down. Maybe it wasn't that much, but it was like, I don't know. But they found it. Just a little miracle. Thanks to the metal detector people and the guy who was very honest, because it was a big gold ring. So, all right. So this is like the basics. And now we're going to put a couple of things here. I wanted to put a couple of elements. So I use these from Thoughtful Expressions because I love these dies. You can use circles if you want, or whichever other tag you want. And instead of doing my typical go-to, which is like, oh, I'm gonna layer them like this, I thought like, well, why don't I put them like that? And I kind of liked it, so I went with it. Out of the box for me, because I'm like they're layering dies, but I didn't layer them. So I'm gonna stamp my message, which is gonna be the happy birthday because I have it out. Oops, I dropped something in the garbage that doesn't belong in the garbage. All right. Here's my happy birthday. we go. And these we're gonna put with just, okay, get rid of this. We're just gonna glue this here, straight towards. By the way, I cut this from another piece of this. You see, this is what you put behind the card that has the circle, the little card, the 4x4. But you know, I use the cardstock. That's what it's not color. You can use cardstock if you don't want to use this one, or you want to use this one for something else. Or you can do it in another color too. This is the good thing about this set. It has so many colors that even if you don't have them all, I'm sure you have something of it. So you can play. You could do the whole thing in Poppy Parade. But I think these are very fall colors. I kind of like it. And here's what I was telling you about the outline. For another card that I'm going to use later, I actually fussy cut the outline out. But for this one, I'm just going to sponge it. And I'm going to sponge it with yellow on the top, crushed curry. Just what's left on my sponge stopper. And moving down here to the orange, because I don't have a sponge stopper with Poppy Parade, so we're going to do the rest with orange, a little bit of orange. And the bottom with, I should actually get, yeah. I do, oh, this is purple. I don't know if I have a clean dauber around here. Let me see if I can, yes, I do. All right, here I have a sponge dauber. I'm going to do it with sweet sorbet. Oh, I get sweet sorbet instead of the Poppy Parade. Oh, well. Maybe, at least it would be red. I got the wrong one. Oh, well. So much for me preparing. Yeah, nobody will tell us like it's not Poppy Parade. This is sweet sorbet, but you know. But it's a little bit more discreet now, I think. Don't you think? All right. So, moving on. We have that. We have that. We're going to put this in dimensionals, which are right here. 1, 2, and 3. Careful not to get out of the frame of the card. I could have put it a little bit farther. Like that. All right. And now we're going to put this also in dimensionals, leaving this with this side without dimensionals, so only on this side. So because this is going to be on top of it. I mean, I could put a little bit of regular glue, but I don't think we need it. So let me just see where the dimensionals go. And just to 3. There. And then we're going to put this here. I think this card is very elegant. I like it. It's the paper. It's not me. Eh? I'm not tooting my own horn here. Okay. Just a little bit of glue. I'm not putting in this one because it's going to go outside. There. And then I just finish it up with some of those 4 beads. Faux glass beads, sorry. Yeah. And this. And this. And that's our third card. Thank you, Ginger. I can do it. Yes. I think it's the paper that is very elegant. So, anyway, so that's card number 3. Moving on. I mean, I'm doing good time, man. I'm proud of myself. Next one is gonna be this one, and this one is I already hit emboss the message because I don't like to hit emboss live because it's a mess in my house hit embossing. But so this is just this card base. It's very where is the other one? I want to show you. No, this is the other half. Should have more of this. Maybe not. So this is like the other half of that one here. So I just, okay, Candy, get it out of the envelope. Yeah, there you go. Like this is the other half. I mean, I just cut a piece so to adjust it to the card from, but you can save this for something else, which I will use for sure. The rustic look I like. And I hit and I cut it to 4 by 5 1/4, and I hit emboss it in copper to go with these little spots here of copper with the have a perfectly lovely day, which you can use for a birthday or any other occasion. I was trying to do actually a shadow for this mushroom here, but I decided against it. And then when I put the embossing powder, it got stuck, even though it was like a long time that I removed. I sponged a little bit, and I'm like, no, I don't like it. But you can still use it. So that's why it has these little smudges. But I don't mind it because this has sputters of speckles of copper anyway. So I thought like, it's fine. And then I use the Druzy, what is it called? Druzy stones, Druzy adhesive back embellishments. Okay. So anyway, so let's put that together. I used early espresso as my card base. We're just gonna glue this on top and decorate it because that's the card base is already very pretty with the trick trunk. All right. There you go. And now, oh, don't tell me I don't have any more leaves. Didn't I? Did I use all the leaves? I had saved two for these. Maybe I didn't save them. Well, that's very disappointing then, because I cannot show you how I did the leaves. Gonna have to decorate some other way. I cannot believe it. I have to have more leaves. Okay, I do have more leaves. They're just here. Thank God. I'm like, oh my God, no, not now what? Improvise. I should have done this outside of camera, not taking things off the package, but fussy cut, because I'm gonna take this off. The white as much as I can, being very careful. I'll try to be fast because it's not fun to watch anybody do that. But that's what I had to do, and I forgot. I was so confident that I had everything in hand for tonight that I actually went to the hairdresser instead of coming here and prepare. So I needed a haircut. I haven't had a haircut since Christmas. So since there's another Christmas around the corner, I thought it would be a good time. So who has already have pumpkin something, pumpkin flavor somethings, when today is the first day of autumn, but I've seen pumpkin spice things already out for a while. Who has already tried some, and what? I'll tell you what I have tried. All right, I'm gonna just one done, three to go. uh, this is hard to do when you don't see it, meaning when your scissors are in front. You know what I mean? All right. So that's one. Let's do the mushroom next. That's easy. Well, nobody's had any pumpkin spice anything. Oh, you had a pumpkin muffin. Yes. Good. Well, I had pumpkin muffin as well. I love the pumpkin madeleines from Trader Joe's. Hi, Laura from Indiana. Thank you for joining. I think I follow you in Instagram, right? I think I do. I like your stuff. Starbucks and Dunkin' lattes. Oh, okay. Like pumpkin spice lattes, Deborah? I'm not a coffee person, so. But if you have a Trader Joe's near you, oh, not yet, Joanne? Okay, well, there's still time. If you have a Trader Joe's next nearby, I would recommend that you try their pumpkin madeleines. I don't like the regular madeleines; they're too sweet for me. But they make pumpkin madeleines for the fall, and then they make lemon madeleines for Easter, and they're both delicious. I don't like the regular ones for the rest of the year, so my diet thanks that they don't have them all year. So, but yep, pumpkin madeleines really delicious. And then they sometimes one day they disappear and then don't bring them anymore. So every time I see them, I get like several packages because they do last. This I cannot take all the white out because of the antlers are so little. How they call antlers for the snail? I don't know. All right. So I'm just gonna go for the easy parts. I'm sorry, I should have done this before. This is kind of boring. All right. So for now till I their eyes, I know, but what are they called something or they just call the eyes of the I the eyes of the snail. They're funny because he has the eyes down here. The antenna. That's what I thought too, Teresa. But this fellow, I mean, I think Ginger is right. The eyes are up here, but this fellow has the eyes down here. I want to put him a smile, like a little smile, actually, because I want him smiling. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I should have messed it up. That's when I mess it up, right? And I have a like a little marker here. There you go. Just a little smile. I'm gonna do that the same to this one. Now it's a happy snail. The other one is like an okay. Eye stalks. Oh, nice, Ginger. I like that. See, you learn something new every day. In Spanish, we have this expression that says exactly that, but it rhymes in Spanish. It says, like, you won't go to bed without learning something else, something new. All right. My last fussy cutting of the night. Yay. I do love these leaves. I just wish the outlines would be no outlines. Eye stalks. That's a very nice name for it. It's very descriptive. I don't know how it is in Spanish either. Now I'm gonna have to Google it when we're done. All right, so I do love fall. I love the leaves. I love the change. I love the weather. Sweater weather, right? How they call it. I like to wear my little leather jackets. All right, and I do like the beach, but summer is my least favorite season. Can you believe that? Yeah. I think I'm the only person who is really happy when we change the hour back and it gets dark at 4 p.m. I love it. I don't know why. It's like it makes me want to go home and be cozy with my tea and my pumpkin madeleine if they still have them on paper in Trader Joe's. Anyway, all right. So now that we have our elements all cut out, now we're gonna play a little bit with them and curl them a little to make them a little bit more realistic. And then we have the snail that doesn't make it realistic at all, but it's okay. Also, with these lighter, and even with the darker leaf, you can put your message here too, which I thought of doing, but then I thought, like, no, I want to kind of like something hit and boss kind of. I'm gonna do these ones, lift them up a little so they're not exactly the same. Like, yeah. All right. So, excuse me. Now we're just gonna place them as we want. So glue dot for the parts that touch the paper and dimensional for the parts that we want lifted. And dimensional go here. And when I want a little bit like extra height, I put two dimensionals, one on top of the other. And you still can fit them in the envelope. So don't worry about that. That was a worry. But then it keeps the height. And then we're gonna put this other one like that. Maybe like that. Yeah, so the glue dot here. Ocular tentacles according to Google. Okay. I kind of like the stalks, the eye stalks. Ocular tentacles. I mean, tentacles to me, it's like more, I mean, of course, Google will be right and Candy will be wrong, but tentacles to me were more like the octopus, something that more hands, kind of. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a zoologist either. All right, and I forgot that there's a little bit of white here showing, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of sponging in these parts that I missed. All right. The two dimensionals here. Yeah, when you stock one on top of the other, remember to take the backing of the first one so they get properly adhered. Kind of want this farther down like that. Yes. All right, and then we're gonna curl this baby's tool just to give it like a more rounded impression. We're gonna put that here because you don't know where it grows, so I didn't want to see the bottom. So you just put a dimension up there. Oops. I think one is good enough. And I'm gonna use a little dimensional for this one. You're not gonna see it, but just for safety, so it stays in place. Maybe it does need two dimensionals. It does. Okay. You get two dimensionals too. Okay, I remove the backing before removing the dimensional. There. All right. And now we have our friend here smiling now, finally. Smiley friend. And just want his to have the roundness. He's just gonna get one. I think he'll be. And maybe a little one for here. All right. It has the little, how you call this? The tip of the leaf there, but still looks cute. Could happen. They go everywhere, right? So then Wink of Stella for the red parts, so to speak. I mean, you can put it wherever you want. I'm just putting it on the red, on the mushroom top, and on the snail house. And then I just put a little bit of reflection here on the, like, kind of like the veins of the leaf. Just a little. And that's it. All right, and this card number 4. And if you want to hang out a little bit longer, I have, oh, and we put the Drusi thingies. Drusi embellishments, honestly. They could come with a better name, right? I like when they say rhinestone or something, like embellishments. Everything is an embellishment. One here. And a little one. This one I had it here, but I think I'm going to put this one here. All right. Moving on. If you want to hang out a little longer, I have the one that I just did last minute, which is this one. With the, because I had so many leaves that I had pre-cut. What? I think I need to have dinner because where is my head, right? All right. So where are my elements for this one? Here. Very easy. And not so easy, but anyway, no, it's not difficult. So I embossed vanilla And I thought like, oh, this looks so cute, but I like the color of the cards like this. So I'm like, oh, we can make it look a little bit more like that. And then I used sponge daubers. I don't think we need the brown. Maybe. To do a little bit of sponging. So I used, I'm trying to be careful not to throw my pile of crushed curry, wild wheat, pumpkin pie, Cajun craze, and I think I used some other green, but I think the green is whatever I had on my garden green. I did use garden green because I think it needed a little bit of green. Sometimes you have some ever. So let's start just applying as you see fit, right? Sponging. Okay, let me do the proper thing. I need all this now. Okay. So I'm trying not to be, like the thing is not to press too far down, so only the raised parts get the ink. And with the same one, you can just do several of them, so they'll have different intensities of color. And if it goes a little bit out, it doesn't matter because it's still pretty, I think. Let's do these ones. So now we're gonna move to, I may get back to the yellow, but let's do pumpkin pie now. And I'm gonna do this one right here in center. And I'm gonna do the same one because I'm thinking the same ones would probably have similar color if they come from the same tree. And this one down here, and maybe that one little one there. All right, little one there. As I said, I may go back to, as you go, you see where you want to put different colors. And then with wild wheat first. Where's my wild wheat? Is this wild wheat? I thought that was. Okay, I think I used the yellow for the wild wheat. Oh well. Let me get another sponge over, just in case. Thankfully, I found that I had a bag. See, it looks so dark that it may have been this one. Maybe. That didn't come out that nice as I wanted, but that's okay. We're not going for perfection here. Maybe this corner here. I actually should do this on top of this so I don't get my carvers all messed up. All right. So now we're gonna do Cajun craze. I think I'm gonna have to buy another ink pack because I can't find it, and I know I have it. But for now, thankfully, okay, this didn't come out very nice. Once it's all together, it's just like you don't see the mistakes so much. My mistakes, when your ink went through the base. And anyway, what color do we need? Where do we need a little bit of red? Maybe there. It's Cajun Craze, not red, but anyway, now we're gonna go for the garden green. We're almost done, people. I know we've been an hour and a half. And I like when there's more than one color in one leaf because that is very realistic too, right? All right. I'm gonna go back to some other colors. Maybe the yellow. Or maybe we'll do the. I don't have the puppy, but maybe a little bit of the red. Let's see how this looks. No, I don't like it. I just put a little touch because now that I started, it cannot. All right. Maybe early espresso. Maybe something dark, like brown, or maybe pecan pie. That's it. Pecan pie. Yes, that works. When you sponge a background like this, it really picks up. I really like it. I hope you do too. All right, so this is done. Except one thing. You know how I was telling you that I don't like that many of the labels were. Where's my yellow here? Many of the labels were on white, like this one. Okay, where is it, Candy? I'm coming. Well, it's not. It's not. Oh, man. I don't know where I put it. Here. Oh, no. No, it's not. I'm looking for these circles that have the stitching, and they're white, which works in this card because this card, as I said, is not vanilla. But in the other cards, you really want your. Oh, here they are. I knew I had more. So what I did is I just went slightly with whatever I was left on my sponge dauber, and I put a little bit of yellow over it. Doesn't make it vanilla, but it makes it a little better, I think, than just the plain white. And then I went with a little bit of the Cajun Craze, also whatever it was in my sponge dauber, and I went around like this to give it like a full treatment. And now it doesn't bother me as much that it's white or was white, because it disguises better with this. All right, and I put the thinking of you, because I don't think my happy birthday fits. Nope. Though I do like happy birthday cards, so I try to make as many as I can. All right, so thinking of you it is. Also because it fits very well in this label. I always have, as I said, I have problems with these little ones. I don't think they stamp so well. That's what I want, my big impact. There we go. See, it gets a little granular. I don't know why. All right. So now that's done. We're gonna put the ribbon before I forget, right? And because I'm using pecan pie, I'm gonna use a pecan pie ribbon. We're gonna put it right there. With my go-to system, just put it like that. Cut, ribbon, scissors. These are not, these are. Now we check to see if it's straight. It's pretty decent. I like it. Gonna tighten it a little bit more. And that's it. No. It has to be a little lower now. Okay. All right. So now we can glue it. Liquid glue again. Put extra on top of the ribbon to make sure that it stays down. All right. All right. Now we're gonna put our sentiment, whatever you want. If you can put it that way if you want, but since I'm gonna put some elements here and this is a little emptier, I thought this is where it belongs. 1, 2. I think 2 would be enough because we have the ribbon here, so we don't need to put more. We'll make it straddle the ribbon. All right, there we go. And now I have extra that I cut. I have 1 in copper and 1 in pecan pie. Actually, this one was well with what? Let's see what else I have. This one came in the set. This was crushed curry, so I can put that one too. Because I obviously run out of the Cajun craze, but that's fine. We're gonna put the fresh curry here, I think, and this one here, and this one on top, or the other way around. This one here and this one on top. All right. I don't know which one where, but anyway, I'm just gonna start gluing. I should have cut more leaves. Honestly, this was just like last minute because I'm like, oh, I have some leaves left over, and I used them for that car, but I didn't think I would have. Why is this not coming out? Oh, there we go. This die cut has the hole in the middle that if you go like this, it kind of lifts a little bit, which is nice. I like them a little lifted. And we're gonna put this one here. Honestly, it would have been got better with the Cajun craze, but I really don't have any other. Do I? No. I have copper, copper, and copper, and yellow. Yellow and copper, and pecan pie. No, that's fine. So we'll do this, and I'll put this one down, this one here. Like that. I like that. Yeah. All right. Ah, there. little bit of glue here. Metallic paper takes a little longer to dry. And I want it now a little lifted, and these ones too. There. All right. Now all we need to do is put some embellishments if you want. And I'm gonna use the full glass dots again, just because I like these colors. And that will be it. One. And put that one here. Two. Three. 4. And 5. Where do I put this one? Here. All right. So that's it, people. I hope you enjoyed them. I really like this set, as you can tell, because, I came out with a bunch of ideas, and I'm sure that I still have some elements to play with. So the back of this card, I don't know what to do with it, but I'll think of something, because it's nice. Oh no, this was already glued. I don't think I have more leaves though, but I have die cuts and everything, so I'm sure that I'll be able to make some more. Also, I didn't use, which I sometimes do, but I like them so much. These parts here, which the inside of the envelope, not so much, but these parts here are very nice, but I didn't want to destroy the envelopes. Look how pretty, aren't they? So no, I'm not destroying the envelopes this time. Oh, the bow. Thank you, Joe. No, I knew there was something missing. It's like, find the 8 differences, right? Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, we're missing the bow here. So in this case, I'm gonna not glue a bow that I do outside, but I'm just gonna try to make it here. Thank you for reminding me, Joanne. All right. All right, it came out nice too. Excellent. Just gonna trim the tails a little bit. And that's it with the bow. Thank you, Joanne, again. All right, so let's recap all the cards, the 5 cards. Let me make room. Thank you, Deborah. I'm glad you like them. Thank you, guys, for joining, because, as they say in the newsletter, we know you have other sources of entertainment, and we thank you for coming with us. All right, so same. Thank you for joining me on Sunday evenings. So this is card number 1. Oh, they don't have numbers, okay? Well, I'm not going to do the numbers, but it's going to show you the 5 cards. And we're missing one. Here. All right. So not bad with 1 paper pumpkin, right? Plus I did the original too, and plus I have doubles of all these, and I still have elements to go. So, the box gives a lot, and then you get to have stamp set for your collection. So if you're not a subscriber and you want to be, let me know, because this month only, I think, until the 10th, you get 40% of your first box. So that's a good deal. Thank you, Teresa, Joanne, Deborah, Susan, Julia. Did I miss anybody? Thank you, everybody who joined. Thank you, everybody who's going to be watching the replay. And I hope to see you next week. If it's not Sunday, I will let you know. If I see that I'm getting too late, or, I'll let you know if I'll do it on Tuesday, probably. But have a lovely, lovely week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.